Hello, guys. 54 years ago, this July, I was born in Watertown, New York. Well, this isn't Watertown, New York, but this is the largest major city to Watertown, New York. This is New York City skyline. Bobby Granger, my buddy, you recognize that, don't you? Anyway, last year, my wife finally got sick and tired of me tinkering with my speaker wires and everything, and she's like, "You want to do that? That room right there, that's where you can do that. I've had it. Do it in there." Well, growing up, my mother had a busy room. And believe it or not, no matter how busy it was, it gave me peace. So I'm going to take you guys on a little journey of my room, my busy room. This bed right here, you may not even, what the heck is that? That is the headboard to a bed that was in my family when I was born. I restained it because it was falling apart and used it as a backdrop. But basically, my mother was an antiquer, and when she was younger than I am now, she had money. She was a veterinarian, and then later on she got into some other kind of business. But she was a horse doctor at some major horse racing place. I think it was in Kentucky. Anyway, she bought this somewhere up in the Northeast, and it belonged to Robert Fulton. Anybody know who Robert Fulton was? He invented the steam engine. Anyway, that's that bed. Robert Fulton slept in it, and my parents slept in it, my birth parents. Now it's mine. I don't have the rest of the pieces to it because it's like this bed is like 300 years old, and I'm not kidding. It's probably priceless, but probably the most expensive, worthwhile thing I own. But if you notice here, I'm always ready for a Bible lesson. Always ready. Right now I'm reading through Malachi, and I'm always ready to teach or just to learn something myself. My favorite all-time artist, Dan Fogelberg, passed away. He had prostate cancer, and he passed. Miss you, buddy. Of course, you see a bicycle, you know that's me. Love the Dallas Cowboys. I found this jersey, game jersey. It wasn't game worn, but it's game jersey, at Texas Thrift for $10. It's worth like 10 times that. There's Spider-Man. I love Spider-Man and I love Superman. Those are my favorites. You see little splashes that's Luke. I mean that's Luka Doncic from the Dallas Mavericks. See, Luka Doncic, and little splashes of the Mexican army that fought for their independence. Man, those guys are killer, and the United States is right to keep them as friends. Gotta love my Star Trek. Bobby sent me this. I'm not sure if I'm gonna give it away though, because it's an actual helmet, and I'm pretty sure it was game worn. Of course, I got my cowboy helmet on the back side of it because I am a Cowboys fan. Again, there's Mom and my niece are tired at PS4. All little pieces of Mexico. And you gotta remember, man, I'm talking about some Bob Marley, man. They gotta stand up for you, right, man? And there's my marriage license. And my diploma and my license to practice as a mortician and funeral director. I'd rather be a funeral director. I love little signs like this. Let us stay together. And I got one down here. It says, "Home is the story of who we are and the collection of all the things we love, including each other." I love those little, and then land that I love, of course. Little pieces of, I love all these little sayings and stuff. The room isn't, I might see some imperfection because this room is still in progress, but I'm at a stopping point. Bobby Granger is a talent, folks. He's on my friends list. Give him a holler. He built all of these. I have two favorite Cowboy teams. Every year Cowboys and 86 Super Bowl Shuffle Bears. And Jim McMahon is on a Harley. At least that's my version of one because it's a bicycle. And that microphone belonged to Harry Carey. Wouldn't you like it if the moon was made out of grilled cheese? You could reach up and take it down and eat it, take a big old slice out of it. Yeah, Harry Carey. Boston Sox sports announcer. And I love skulls, folks. I was a mortician. You got to remember that. I was a mortician in the Army for 20 plus years, and I love skulls. Again, more of the independence. And I don't have dogs playing poker. I have dogs playing pool because I like pool better. And there they are. Day of the Dead. I got those in Mexico. You can see the U.S. flag back there. You can see the flag of New York, Bobby. There they are. There we are, ready. Army. And I found this at Five Below. My wife and I at Skeletons. I signed it and she signed it. the Christian flag and all my little flags on my little thing. Again, another saying, grateful, thankful, blessed. My wife got that. The beach, found that. And here's my mom and dad. Folks, my mom and dad. My dad was, during his younger years, was actually a professional baseball player for a couple teams. He actually played for the Philadelphia Phillies from 1963 to 1969. He was a relief pitcher. My mother got this in Mexico. And I like these little things, like these little fish things. And my wife's like, you need a shoe rack. Folks, do not buy anything for shoes at Walmart. They suck. And a couple of retired bikes that I wore out because I was too heavy for them. And of course, you got my beautiful wife over there. She's so stunning. I don't feel like doing anything. I just look at her picture. You know, she's not always the nicest person, but man, I love to fish too. I just haven't had that. There's not much good fishing here in Laredo. And again, love. And whenever I get mad at my wife because she does what she does, I come in here and I look at that and I'm like, that's what you sound like, sweetie. Just kidding. And, of course, home sweet home. And every year, I don't care what I get for my birthday, but I do like it when my wife does this little thing that she does. And I know you're like, it's just a piece of paper. Some kid could have done that. But you know what? My wife took time to do it. It means something to me. Every year she says, happy birthday, and all the cats' names are on there. The names have grown. Anyway, that's it in a nutshell. Welcome to my busy room. I'm going to give you guys the final look. If you hate it, let me know. If you like it, let me know. And I have these guys here too. That's the Beatles in Mexico. Anyway, if you hate it, tell me. But if you think I didn't, and those antlers were in my mom's bathroom when she passed away. I use them. I just left them there. She had like towels and stuff hanging on. And the same thing with that clock. It stopped working before she passed, and I never put batteries in it. But this is my busy room. What do you guys think? Did I do a horrible job, or what do y'all think? It's not done yet. I'm gonna tweak it. It's gonna be perfect, but I've done a lot of room work. I've been working on this for 7 months. Anyway, welcome to my busy room. Tell me it's horrible or not. And of course, that's where all the magic happens. That's where I do bills, and that turns into a computer that actually has Gmail on it, so I could like talk to. And those are all bills that I'm paying next month. What do you guys think? Is it horrible or is it cool? Can you see me? I got a Selena cup, and I've got the last year's Super Bowl cup, and I've got, I don't drink very often, but that was a really cool bottle of bourbon that it took me a while to finish, but I kept it when I finally did finish it because I don't drink very much. What do y'all think? Is it horrible, or can you see it? And notice all these furniture is the same color. I learned how to use a paint sprayer. When I fixed my fence, I learned how to, and looking at my friend Jacob, hey brother, he sent me a pair of Apple Max headphones, and that, because he knows I love headphones, and that jersey. George Teague played for the Cowboys. Not Jeff Teague, to be confused on the Atlanta Hawks. George Teague, do y'all remember when before Terrell Owens was a Cowboy, he was a San Francisco 49er, and he was also a Philadelphia Eagle, and he went out in the middle of the field after scoring a touchdown, and he made a snow angel, and then the Teague went out there and kicked his butt. That was his jersey. That is game worn. That is priceless. That was a gift last Christmas 2022. Anyway, tell me how horrible or tell me how good I did. Of course, there's the state of New York, and there's the Army flag. And there's the Christian flag. Always have a place in my room. Love Jesus, man. I love you, Jesus. So, guys, tell me the truth. Did I do horrible, or was it pretty cool? Love my shadow boxes, Bobby. Fantastic.